Buongiorno a tutti ragazzi, eccoci con Dragon Age,
Guess I should find
Veilguard,
some place to try to talk to Solus.
nuovo video. Allora, adesso che ho scoperto questa cosa dell'abilità, approfittiamo. Cos'è che ho trovato qua? Ah, nuovo scudo.
Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think. Nev, or Harding, must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Boh, provo a essere nell'altezza.
I don't know if I see a hero's face, but it's a face I've seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this. I helped a lot of Minratha's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation, and the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around.
Boh, forse è la cosa giusta. Facciamo agito d'impulso, dai.
I was so proud of myself. And then the Venatori backlash put a lot of Shadow Dragons in danger. I'm never going to apologize for freeing slaves. But I have to get better at seeing the big picture.
Forse è la scelta giusta.
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us.
Diceva che gli elfi hanno una ricca storia più del resto di noi. Boh, facciamo questa qua, non so neanche io cosa.
He had Fancy silks from Olay, statuettes from the wilds down south. God, I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. A meditation upon the use of blades. Must have read this thing cover to cover a dozen times during weapons training.
La 2 ne valeva la pena.
Oh, the number of times I banged my head against this book trying to make the concepts work. But that training has kept me alive so far. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or...
E cosa devo fare?
Oh, relaxing. Maybe if I clear my mind...
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
Solo si è ricordato che l'ho accusato per rifuggire dal mondo. Forse non è fuggito niente dopo che mi ha impedito di... Forse non è fuggito niente. Forse non è fuggito niente dopo che mi ha impedito di, come dicevi, riempire il mondo di demoni. È fuggito e come? Mi infierisci sul serio? Ah, ti servono informazioni. No, io farei questa qua.
As you clearly already knew, something did escape. Elganon and Gillenane, blighted.
Thank you for letting me know.
You'll recall I also said that you don't get to sit back and look smug.
What else could I be doing?
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Abbiamo interrotto il rituale.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So, you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Io cosa fare? Cosa facciamo? Come li fermiamo?
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Infatti.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first? What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not gonna bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elganan and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganan and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Qua ci guardavamo. Vediamo un po'. È figo questo. tutti bloccati. La decorazione. Questo... Vabbè, raga, direi, non perdiamo tempo con queste robe, perché sennò qui non finiamo veramente più. Sì, comunque sono un sacco di dialoghi. Perché il gioco è strutturato così, però...
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
Non voglio il suo lavoro.
I didn't come in here trying to take your job, Varric.
I know you didn't. But it's what the team needs right now.
You sure? Nev got hurt because she listened to me.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrathous big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
Andiamo dopo, dai. So cos'è che c'è? Sì, raga, qua non finiamo più, però, dai. Senza offesa, ma cerchiamo di andare un po' avanti, perché... Ovviamente i dialoghi fanno parte comunque dell'avanzamento della storia. Però...
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. I wish I could be out there with you, Rook.
Poi c'è un po' di roba dell'aspetto, comunque. Aspetto per chi, però? No. Non ho capito l'aspetto per chi, però... Boh. Ma niente, ragazzi.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here. But You're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the demon of Virantium.
Cosa mi intriga? Mazza draghi, non lo temi?
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
Quelli che andremo d'accordo. Aiuta la sua reputazione. Boh, la cosa mi intriga, dai.
Well, I'm sold. Now we charm the crows.
Fingers crossed. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic. And who fights the worst of it?
The Shadow Dragons. Good idea. Resist the gods with our own resistance group.
If the gods enter the empire, our contacts back home might get something.
Posso dove da una... Vai quella lì, vediamo cosa c'è con un'altra. No, non interessa. Anche lì dove io. Conosciamo una magia del mare. Io farei questa qua.
Root out evil magic, help the helpless. That's what we signed up for.
And what a deal we made.
So, we talked to the crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Quando sto registrando, ragazzi? Vabbè, poco, dai.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it. What is that place? If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Alluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Viravas. freedom of ways. I wonder...
Forse Morrigan si sbaglia. Non è sicuro. Forse Morrigan si sbaglia, non lo so, boh.
Maybe Morrigan got this one wrong, or
Una
misspoke.
cantonata.
Morgan can be a little inscrutable sometimes, but she chooses her words
Proprio la parola
very
che avevo in mente io,
carefully.
però.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes. Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is
No,
not.
no. Chi sei tu? Bertrucco, fai attenzione, chi sei tu?
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there.
Perché?
I will wait.
Spirito.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more...
Ah, tristezza, è vero?
sad.
Facciamo attenzione.
We have no idea what or who they are. So let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Una guida sarebbe utile.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Dobbiamo avanzare. Io seguo l'indicatore, no? Aspetta che non voglio.
Here.
Scelgo la via più
This docks
veloce,
instead.
cioè quella che mi indica lui, mettiamola così. Bella questa parte 1.
So you can ferry us to the other islands.
Somiglia un po' a Medieval quando c'era il traghettatore del lago. Quello
I'll
che ti
take that
portava
as
al
a
lago.
yes.
Il lago ti portava anche... No, al lago ti portava. Dalla palude dei morti viventi ti portava al lago. Non so se ve lo ricordate quel traghettatore lì.
The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Which means us, too.
Sì.
The Veilguard bleed you.
The Fade Tear. That's where they're breaking through.
Guess we can thank the gods for that. We are empowered! I call that a win!
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Sì, le essenze del campione. Sconfiggi il campione. Vedi qua il campione.
Ugh. Is that something inside it?
Che cazzo faccio?
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Gotta move! That spot, move!
something behind. That's the essence we need. It's cold. Ugh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
I've never seen so many Alluvians in one place. Where do they all go?
Time to find out.
Apri il diario per contattare i draghi ombra o reclutare un assassino. Non ho capito onestamente. Sì, ah, premi? Ok.
Minrathous, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back.
It's just how I left it.
It always is.
Do the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin!
And it's Rook now, I hear.
Tarquin?
I thought you'd be gone for good.
How are things?
Same old Minrathous. Mages not letting us poor, ungifted wretches forget where we stand. You know the Viper.
Non so come hanno piacere, è un piacere.
It's always an honor to stand beside a legend.
That's gonna go straight to his head.
You'll keep me humble.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loose when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlathan, Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
Quali venite?
Relics. What kind?
We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic. and
Per
can
cosa già lo
summon
sapevamo
demons far
del
too
Living
easily.
Ghost.
We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Non da solo, ti aiutiamo.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it. And welcome home, Rook. Try not to get yourself run out of the city again.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with
Ok
me.
ragazzi, direi che possiamo interromperci qua.
Viper gave us respond.
Allora, per ora mi sta piacendo ragazzi, però non vedo il capolavoro onestamente, se devo essere onesto. La storia è carina, si lascia giocare, però è il gameplay ragazzi che è troppo semplice, cioè, come gioco. Mi sembra anche un po' obsoleto come gameplay, non lo so, boh. La storia in sé non mi dispiace, niente di originale, intendiamoci. Però vedremo come va avanti, vedremo. Diciamo, mi sta prendendo, ma non così tanto, mettiamola così. Quindi, per questo dico sì, carino, ma insomma, ci vuole ben altro, ecco, per impressionarmi. Però vedremo come si evolve. Bene ragazzi, vi saluto, grazie per chi ha visto questo video di Dragon Age Veilguard, ci vediamo al prossimo video.